a beast and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go win.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 11.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry with a run on first down, but he's not going anywhere as he'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here you go, right here. We ain't giving up nothing to that. 198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Play. Let's go, defense.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Go. 198, watch 98, 98 to Mike.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's quick. 198, watch 98, 98 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Steelers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll throw right away. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Complete.
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. 36 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to let this one. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Titans 14, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
2nd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Titans 14, Steelers 7.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Steelers 1st down.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Derrick Henry, the
big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Tackle made back at the 17.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Connor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Juju Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Corner action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
James Conner, 42 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 24, Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's second down. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Gostkowski's kick is good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Titans 34, Steelers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We got to step it up. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm coming.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Let's go, D. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Third and long. It's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. They'll run it again with Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Incomplete. 3 and out.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Giving 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1.
55. Watch the run. Watch the run. 55 is mine, guys. 55. I'm on.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check, 55.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Henry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So they try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because Vic.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. There he goes, left side. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards on the ground. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now we'll run with Evans. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Smith on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Titans 6.